Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to day 4 of the 31 Days of Horror. DBougie86 here again, guys. That is right, and I went back all the way back to 2005 again for this review. And, oh boy, I picked some winners for 2005 watches for the 31 days. But, I chose Jolly Roger Massacre at Cutter's Cove. Yes. Uh, Pretty much what this movie is, it's an Asylum production. If you know the Asylum and you know what other movie came out after I give you the synopsis of this movie, you can see what they were mockbusting to make this movie. Pretty much the plot of this movie is a pirate comes back from the dead to get havoc on a certain group of people. And, there's like this whole beginning scene where he slaughters a group of people, but his main aim is one individual of this group. And what he ends up finding out, the two survivors of that actual massacre that happened, is that their people that he's seeking out are for a certain purpose and a certain reason. It may have to do with why he's a dead pirate now. What movie does that sound familiar? This is a mockbuster of the Fog remake. It came out during the same time period. Weirdly enough, as bad as this movie started out as, I kind of enjoyed some aspects of it. I'm not going to say this is like a 10 out of 10 or like a masterpiece of cinema at all. I liked how this pirate just went around chopping people's heads off. It was pretty cool. The visual effects are pretty bad, though. There's a scene where a head flies off and it's a visual effect. It's pretty bad. The acting, for the most part, not great. They get the job done, though. It's not like terrible. I actually like the guy who plays the pirate in the movie. He's cheesy one-liners kind of make the movie better than it should be, in my opinion. It has a lot of shitty charm to it. It's a breezy watch, I have to say. It only runs like 80 minutes, so it's not torturous. It gets right to the point. Like I said, there's a giant massacre right at the beginning of the movie, which you don't expect in a lot of these movies. It's usually build up, like the cavern. You get a few like scenes of character development. They do not give a fuck about character development in this movie at all. And I'm kind of glad they didn't, because the characters, when we first meet them, well, the majority of them, besides the two main characters that end up becoming our main characters, were kind of annoying and shitty characters. It's a weird movie, because it is fucking bad, but I kind of did enjoy it. It's a weird one, like I said, there's a high kill count too in this movie, which makes it a little bit more enjoyable than it should be for how the budget is for an Asylum movie. It has a lot. Let's just say this: it's a lot better than the actual Fog remake that came out, and I was cracking up. Okay, I got the score for this movie, hilarious. Like the opening credits score. It has like the shitty version of like Back in Black by AC/DC playing over it. It was cracking me up because it was like, da-na-na, and it had a bass instead of a guitar. I was like, what? And they actually, like, when they discover the pirates, what the pirates do, and like how they find out who's the pirates' victims are going to be. You hear like this very synth, like tiny, like Casio keyboard synth version of the original Fog theme, which cracked me the fuck off. I'm like, that's when it clicked in my head, like, oh, I see what you're doing there, movie. Okay, it's fucking stupid. Yeah, weird movie. I don't even know what I would rate this, to be honest, on because I did enjoy it, but there's a lot of bad aspects to it. Like the acting's not that great. The sound of this movie, or it could be just the version I watched of it, was pretty shitty. You could hear like a very loud echo of it throughout it. It was very interesting. Like when somebody talked, you're like, "Oh God, Jesus Christ," like it was fucking terrible. And that, but you know what? I'm gonna give it a pass. If you're looking for like a shitty bad movie to watch with like your friends one night, I do kind of recommend Jolly Roger. It's fucking, get some beers and just fucking laugh at it, roast it. It's kind of fun in that aspect. Even though I did watch it by myself, I didn't actually watch this with anybody. I still had a few kicks from it. It wasn't. It wasn't like a 1 out of 10. I give it like a. I'm in the range of like a 4.5 to a 5 on this one. It's not the worst thing I ever seen. It was pretty okay for what it was. Even for a silent movie, and there's a lot of later day silent movies that I can't stand. I'll be honest. This one wasn't too bad. This was like early Asylum, but so like yeah, 5 out of 10 for that. Not too bad. All right, guys, that's it for day 4, 2005, shaping up to be a hell of a year. Alrighty, guys. Well, I did watch a few movies before I started doing this, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yeah. All right. Let me get out of here. I'll see you guys here again on day 5. Peace.